Hi everybody, it's Laura. You're hearing the garage door shut. Alan's leaving. Um, okay, so we are going to make a memory wire bracelet. This is all the memory wire I have left. So this is for day 10. So I kind of want it to be a wrap bracelet. I want it to go around more than one time. So what I'm thinking is so that the center is like right around here. So this is going around once. And it's coming around twice. So this will be the center. And then I want it to come around one more time. So I'm basically going to be leaving all this on there because I want 3 full wraps. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm basically going to leave it all on there. We'll see. It may only be a wrap and a half, meaning I put it, we'll see. We'll start beading and see what happens. I am going to kind of pinch it off so it doesn't all roll off the back. I do want to put on what's going to be on the middle. So I'm using the beads from my kit here that I made up myself. The red crystals are from Bargain Bead Box from a long time ago. I've had them for over a year, and they're like that dark cranberry color. I absolutely love them. And what I'm going to do is build up my focal. So my focal is going to be like this, and a crystal. Whoops. And I like doing my focal first, and then I can build out away from it. Heart, crystal. And then I think I want to put 2 hearts. And then a crystal. And then a heart. And then I'm ready for a crystal. One of these you can't find them anymore. They were at Walmart. I'm going to have to look other places for them. And then a crystal. So this is what the center of my bracelet will look like. I really like that. And so I'm going to drop it down out of the way. Now out away from there, I'm probably just going to, I have more of these. I have a crystal, so it's going to be 2, 3. And I do have some of these to bring over. That's why I've left some of the stuff sitting here. And I think I'll put a bumpy spacer on. And then so it has some variation. 1. And then I think I'll put a heart, a crystal, 2, and 3. And let's see how much that gives me. So that is like not quite a full round. So that would basically give me 1.5 wraps, just a little over 1 full wrap. I really like how that's looking. And then let's go with a spacer. a crystal, a heart. I'm just kind of building just little patterns. I'm not really doing anything in particular. A spacer, and then let's see where we're at. So that puts me almost one full wrap. So I think I'm going to go a crystal and one of the bumpy spacers, and I'm going to clip this off here so that it doesn't fall off. And I'm going to come back and work the other way around and see how much length I've got. So I have beaded to here. So I need to put on 2 more. And I need to get more of these out, because I'm going to go through quite a few. Kind of hard to get a hold of them right at the moment. They're like, no, I don't want to come out of there. Okay. So I need to put on 2 more. 1, 2, and a bumpy spacer. And 1 more crystal and a heart. I'm going to drop them down. Come on, little guys. Go all the way down and meet your little friends. There we go. And then we're going to come back here and look at where I am. I'm at this heart, and I do 3 more, a round spacer and a crystal. So we're going to put on 3 more. 1, 2, 3, round spacer, 1 more crystal. Drop that down. Pretty. I love that color. And then we need a heart, a crystal, spacer. So we need a heart, a crystal, round spacer, 2 crystals, and a bumpy spacer. And let's see where that gets us. Get my end back up here. Heart, crystal, spacer. And right here is where I'm working. 2, and a bumpy spacer. Drop them all the way down and see where that gets us. So that's a little more than 1 round. I want to go a little farther. So after that bumpy spacer, I think we're going to do 3 or 2 and a heart, 1 and a spacer, and then 1 and a bumpy. Let's try that on each side. So we're going to go 1, 2, heart, 1, flat spacer, 1. Let's do 2. And a bumpy. Let's roll that all the way down to meet its buddies. And then I'm going to kind of back, well, I have another clip. Let's put this clip right about here. And then we're going to roll all these back down out of the way. And what I put on, let's get this all backed up. From this bumpy spacer, right here, I put on 1 and a heart, and then I'll find a bumpy spacer. Nope, I put on 2 and a heart, 1 round spacer, 2 and a bumpy spacer. Let's see how that goes and see how long we are at. 1, 2. So if you ever want to do 1 and you want to make sure that your pattern is the same, work from your center out, and this way you know if you need to take something away, you're doing it from the ends, and not having to worry about your center. Now I do want to double check, so I should have bumpy, 2 spacer, 1 heart, 2, and then the bumpy. So put them all together and see where this is. Oops, let's get that extra wire out of our way. Just kind of looks like it's there. So we are, where's my center? Right there. So a bigger wrist, it would be like this, which kind of is like my wrist. I like that positioning, and I think we'll keep it. So I'm going to take this end. I'm going to get these all out of the way and get my older round nose pliers. Oops, I'm sorry. I have you guys plugged in. Here they are. I don't use my really good pliers for this because they're really long nosed, and they have cranking on them like you do with this kind of takes a toll on them. So never cut your memory wire with your good cutters. I always cut with my what I call my big boy cutters. And I am turning, if you can see, I'm going past the first wire. And when I get where I can grab a hold of that second wire with my pliers, I do. And I bring it around where that second wire comes right here to the first. Okay, so now I have a double wrap loop, and I can bring my plier like this and kind of flatten it so that they sit nice and together like that. Now I'm going to make sure all my beads go all the way down where they belong, like that. And I use probably that much wire to wrap. So when I say I have my big boy cutters, these came from Harbor Freight, and they will cut any wire that I want them to cut. And see the way they are beveled? They flush cut either direction I want them to cut. I am, however, going to put a clip right here on these beads. That keeps the beads from flying. And if I need to trim that back a little bit, I will. And it's like that. Ta-da! And I have enough to do another bracelet. So there is this one all done. Now I'm going to remove my clip, grab my green old heavy standby ones, and I probably do need to take off just a smidge more. Not a lot. That's an awful lot. I always point this wire down to my bead mat. Now I can go ahead and wrap this wire. get it to go that side if I can. Oh, I guess I have a ton of wires, so if I have to wrap around more than twice, I will. But I guess I did it perfectly, so there's that. I want to feel for a gotcha, and I don't have a gotcha. So there it is. It's not so tight that my hearts won't move or anything. And I'm going to set these big boys out of the way. We can also make some dangles, which I will do. I think I have a couple of these beads that I did not use. They are garnet and they match really nicely. We're going to make some dangles to put on the ends. Oops, I'm sorry guys. I'm kind of hooking on things. Here we go. I don't have a whole lot of ball head pins, so I'm using what I have. And these are probably about a 21 or 22 gauge, so we will be wire wrapping. We're going to put a garnet on and then our heart. And we're going to put one on each end. I will grab my good pliers, come right above that heart, and we're going to give it a bend, bring our wire back up over. We're going to reach in there and bring our wire to the back. So it's something like that. Then I'm going to take my flat nose pliers. I'm going to kind of fix this wire a little bit. I do messy wraps. It's me. I'm going to open that a little. I'm going to slide that right through my 2 loops and get that to hook on. There we go. And then I'm going to get back a hold of all of that. Yeah, maybe I'll have to use these to get a hold of my where I'm wrapping. There we go. And then I am just going to start wrapping. Just wrap down and I will clip that extra little tail off. You want to make sure you don't clip any of your other wire. And then I'm going to take my, what I did with them. I moved everything yesterday, or yeah, early. I guess it was today I did it. Days are just blending. And I'm going to use these to put that wire down around. And we're going to make one more. And because this has a big hole, you definitely want to use your little bead at the end. Again, we're going to make a wire wrap loop. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger this time. Again, bend it back. Position your pliers. Bring them up and over. Bring them back up and make a loop. And I'm going to, I got like a ton of tools here. Open that loop back up. It's going to have to be open pretty good. And we are going to be putting it through here and through here, going through both of those wires, taking my green pliers because of the thickness of my loop here, and then I'm just going to wire wrap down. Like I said, it's a pretty messy wrap. It doesn't have to be fancy. If you are more inclined to do a fancier wrap, do so. All right, I'm going to trim that little piece off that's sticking up. And then take my crimping pliers and use them to fold that little gotcha piece down and around. And if it's still sticking up too much that it doesn't want to fold down around, you should be able to clip it on off, which, there we go, much better. Now I can get it to fold down. There we are. So there is, let me get all these out of the way, a really nice bracelet. It can be going either way. This is a bigger around piece of the wire. They have different dimensions of this wire, and this is one that I got to make men's bracelets with, so it's a little bit bigger. But you can also put make these smaller and put chains between them, and I may do that in another video. But this one is so adorable, and remember, you can also bring it in. It is memory wire. It will hold its shape, but I think it's adorable. There we go. Guys, thank you for hanging out with me on this video. And this is day 10, I believe, of making Valentine's Day jewelry. I'll talk to all you guys later in the comments. Love you all, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.